Hey Screamers, Lewis here from FrightTour. It has been nearly 2 years since you guys have last seen a video from me on this channel. Unfortunately, last year I had to cut the tour due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I didn't feel that it was right for me to go out and review haunted attractions as I normally would in years past, given that so many of them were under some very unusual and strange protocols. However, it is 2021. It is a brand new year. The protocols, the restrictions are being lifted. Things are getting back to normal. I am ready to get to it. I am ready to scream. I am ready to get scared. I know that you guys have been waiting eagerly for my reviews to pick back up. So let's get right to it. Let's waste zero time. Let's talk about 2021. We are going all over the place. We are going to New York. We are going to Pennsylvania. We're staying close to home here in Jersey. We're going to Maryland. We're going to, I believe, 9 overall attractions ranging from 1 to 5 to 6. Who knows how many we're going to actually go to? I mean, everything can change. You guys know that. FrightTour changes constantly because of, things out of my control, weather, personal life, travel, etc., etc. But let's get to it. I'm excited. I'm rambling, guys. I'm totally rambling. I cannot wait to get to it. But before I get carried away now, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ring that bell, because when you ring that bell, every video that I post, you will be notified about. You'll get a little lovely notification in your email, as well as your YouTube channel. You'll get a little notification yourself that I have posted a video. Share it on your social feed. Share it to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, wherever your heart desires. Get my name out there. Let's get FrightTour up in subscribers. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping, because you guys know that FrightTour is where you come to for honest, truthful, unbiased, unpersuaded, uninfluenced reviews. I will tell you where to spend that money. I will tell you where I got scared, where I didn't, where it was good, where it wasn't, where to drive, where not to drive. I will tell you to the honest to God's truth of where is the best place to scream. So don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. Alrighty, so we begin our 2021 Fright Tour at an attraction called RavensEye Manor, located about an hour and 15 minutes west of Baltimore in a town called FairPlay. It's right on the border of Virginia and Maryland. So I have to talk about something really quick before I get into the actual review, and that is the way there. Once you leave the Maine freeway, you are driving down this very hilly, weavy, dark, foresty road that takes you into the middle of nowhere. I was waiting for my GPS to say GPS signal lost. All that flashed before my eyes was Eliza Dushku in Wrong Turn, that I was going to be her, and I was going to find some inbred people that were living out in the woods, and they were going to kill me and murder me. I'm probably offending people in Maryland, Western Maryland, and Western Virginia right now that are watching this review, and they're like, are you calling us inbred rednecks? No, not at all. It's just a reference I'm making that it just, felt like Wrong Turn to me, like I was in a movie. But thankfully, nothing happened. As I came around a corner, finally, RavensEye Manor came into view, and I was so excited to get out of my car. I leapt out, I got my ticket, and we begin our night. RavensEye Manor features 4 attractions, including a haunted hayride, a haunted corn maze, a dark carnival, and then a manor. From the website, I really couldn't gauge much. It was a pretty simple, straightforward, to the point website. All I knew that it was $30, there was 4 attractions, and that was it. There weren't many reviews to also go off of. I think this place is fairly new. It is a very small attraction. We'll get to that in a minute. But before I go on, every year at the start of the tour, I always notify of the attractions that I'm going to that I'm coming. I let them know who I am, what I do, why I do it, and how I do it. The way I review the attractions, how honest I am. I don't bash. I use a kind of constructive critiquing tone with each review. And then from there, I also I don't demand, so don't get your panties in a bunch before I say it. I ask for complimentary tickets. Yes, I am going from 9 to 12 places per year. It gets rather expensive, so if they can provide me with complimentary tickets, not a problem. If they can't, I will gladly pay for the tickets myself and experience the attraction as a regular consumer and review them. Everything is, as you know, not persuaded, not influenced, so it doesn't matter. However, the response that I got from whoever was behind this email at RavensEye Manor was kind of defensive. I simply asked for complimentary tickets, and it's fine for them to say no, but I was told that they don't welcome reviewers. that they've had really bad experiences in the past, and that if I were to come, they wanted me to come as just a normal consumer and experience it for fun. Now, I'm sorry, I do this every year. It is fun for me to do this. It is fun for me every almost weekend in the month of October to set up a backdrop in my house with lights and a camera and sit here and talk to you lovely people about what attractions are the best in my area. That's fun. So yeah, I was definitely going to still come and review RavensEye Manor, even if I had to pay for my ticket. You ain't going to stop me with a really defensive email. But you know what's really funny is now that, you know, I've experienced RavensEye Manor, I can say I know why. So if you want to know why they were so defensive, you've got to keep going on this review. You've got to keep watching. All right, so getting right to it, RavensEye Manor, well, it's going to kind of be a very short and simple review for me. I'm not going to go through each attraction on its own. I'm going to go over it I'm going to lump everything together for you. RavensEye Manor, unfortunately, suffers from quantity over quality. That is a common thing that the haunt industry is plagued by. Haunt owners believe that having more attractions is better than having one or two really awesome attractions. So RavensEye has 4, when in reality they should probably only have 1 or 2. In total, from the 3 attractions I got to experience in that, and I'll get to that in a minute, why I only experienced 3. The 3 attractions that I got to were the Carnival, the Corn Maze, and the Manor. I encountered 7 actors. Now, I know it's the beginning of the season. Maybe people called out. Maybe they don't have a lot of people hired. It is COVID, so a lot of people don't want to work right now. They're working from home. Places are having trouble hiring people. But 7 actors. The Manor was a 2-minute walk. The Carnival was a 3-minute walk. The maze, the Corn Maze, was longer. Now, out of all 3, the Corn Maze was the one that had it going on. The Corn Maze was simple. It was just a trail through corn, dark, tall, quiet cornfield. It was awesome, and just on its own, it was creepy as hell. My footsteps were playing mind games with me. My breathing was freaking me out. The bugs, the rustling of leaves. You could hear a pin drop out there. So the 2 actors that I encountered in the Corn Maze, their scares were so effective that I feel that if RavensEye were to close the Carnival, the Manor, and the hayride, which I didn't get to experience, again, I'll get to that in a minute, they would have probably, hands down, the best, the scariest Corn Maze out there. You guys know from listening and reading my reviews year after year, I have always wanted a place to do a cornfield attraction where it is simply put a trail through a cornfield. Dark, scary, full of actors. This place wasn't full of actors, but it was so awesome. I literally stood there and stopped about halfway through and looked down each side of the trail because, again, there are where they try to play tricks on you and they make you go a certain way. And it was just so dark. It was so creepy. I was definitely creeped the hell out. But I will say, seeing the exit close to the entrance when you walk in, at some point you got to say to yourself, all right, if I make a right, I'll eventually get to the exit. And that's what happened. So I was kind of in and out, and I'd say 5 minutes. But overall, RavensEye Manor wasn't a huge letdown. It has a ton of potential. It's in a dark setting. It's dark. It's creepy. The cornfield is really good. Overall, I feel that they just need to downsize everything and go back to basics and just focus on 1 or 2 attractions. The Manor, I can't believe this. I walked through maybe 2 hallways, 3 rooms, encountered 3 actors, and I was hitting the exit door, and I'm like, wait a minute, did I make a wrong turn? Am I going out the wrong way? And nope. My face hit moonlight, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's it? I was in and out that quick? That's it? And then Carnival was a little longer, but it was pretty much the same exact thing. I'm like, wait, 2 actors, and that was it? I'm already out? That was a 3-minute walk. That can't be. So I'm thinking, I just spent $30. Again, not sorry that I spent the money, but $30 to walk through an attraction that lasted 2 minutes, another attraction that lasted 3, and in total between those 2 attractions, I encountered 5 actors. All right. So I can see why RavensEye was very defensive in their approach to me asking for complimentary tickets, and why they've had such horrible experiences with reviewers. It's not because the reviewers are wrong, whatever reviewers they got. It's because that the place doesn't take constructive criticism very well. I'm assuming. I just couldn't believe it. I was in shock that these attractions were called attractions. They weren't even that long, and it bothers me. You guys know it bothers me year after year, review after review. The places that just don't hit the mark, I hate. I want to say every place is scary, and it just doesn't happen like that. But this place was a major letdown. Okay, and now to the hayride. Unfortunately, due to a domestic violence issue at the attraction where someone was sprayed with mace in the face, all of the staff that was there, the small amount of staff that is at RavensEye Manor, they were focusing on this person, and again, that is perfectly fine. Safety first. This person was in dire need of milk, but all they had was water. He was obviously very uncomfortable and in pain. But I was standing in line at the hayride, which was my last attraction of the night. There was another group of 3 with me. I stood there for about 15 to 20 minutes. No one acknowledged us. No one came over or said anything to us. We just kind of stood there waiting. In fact, one of the tractor drivers actually came out, stood there with us, watched, and then I don't know where he went. I turned around and he was gone. But after about 20 minutes, I kind of had to cut loose and head back to my hotel because it was close to 10, and I had an hour drive, and I couldn't wait any longer, and it was actually starting to drizzle, so I didn't get to experience the hayride. But if I were to assume, and I hate assuming, I would say that the hayride was probably victim of the same exact plagues that plagued Manor, Carnival, and the Corn Maze. Low amount of actors and a small size. I probably would have been on and off the wagon in less than 3 minutes. I know that's wrong of me to say. I sound bashy. But it really wasn't anything that I was sour or upset about. But I can't talk about the hayride because I didn't get to do it. So there's that. So overall, RavensEye Manor, unfortunately, you did not hit the mark for me this year, this tour. It pains me to say, you guys know that every year when I review places, I really want to say that every single one of them is awesome and scary as hell. But that is a perfect world. It does not happen. But due to circumstances out of my control and out of the control of RavensEye Manor, I didn't get to experience all of the attractions. I did get to experience more than 50% of the overall place, so I can say with comfort that I can provide an honest review and rating, and that rating, unfortunately, is a 1 skull out of 5. It just fell short in so many places, including the amount of actors, the sizes of the attractions, the thoroughness, the follow through with the attractions. I felt that a lot of it was done just to get to 4 attractions rather than having 1 or 2 really good chunky attractions. Again, this place was plagued by quantity over quality. Quantity is not always where it's at. You can have 9, 7, 6, 5 attractions, and they all are not good because you have everything spread out too thin where you should be consolidating it into 1 or 2 to really make it worth it. Think about it. If you were to do that and you have really good 2 attractions, you get a buttload of people that come and buy tickets and go. You can really start expanding and actually making really good quality attractions at a quantity amount, 5 or 6 places, and under 1 roof. You could really do that. So overall, I would say that if you are in the area of RavensEye Manor and you have nothing to do for the night and there's no other place that you can go to, go and do it. But if you have other options out there, I would definitely suggest closer by places like Markoff's, Bennett's Curse. Those are a few names that ring my bell. But overall, unfortunately, RavensEye, you just didn't do it for me this time. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I hope that things pick up for you. But that's it for this first review, guys. That's it. It's over. It's done with. On to numero dos, which will be coming to you in a few days. I can't wait. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. Those are our 3 main social feeds where you will find everything. Again, don't forget to subscribe and like this channel. ring that bell to get notified. It was fun talking to you guys. It was fun seeing you. I hope you guys like the new lighting, the new quality of my video camera. I actually bought a video camera rather than using my cell phone. I know, I'm a cheap butt. But I cannot wait to get to the nitty-gritty, to the deepness of this tour and get out there and scream for you guys. Until then, guys, happy screaming.